Modern B2B buyers are actively ignoring your case studies. The traditional model of writing a sanitized, vendor-controlled story is no longer effective. Any agency can use AI to generate a professional-looking results deck in 60 seconds. Because of that, the standard agency credential is now completely commoditized. The format relies on a fundamental asymmetry. The vendor writes the story, controls the data, and hides the setbacks, leaving the buyer with a narrative they can't verify. CTOs and operations leads no longer have the patience for narratives they have to take on faith. They demand proof they can experience. To win, you have to stop telling stories and start showing capability. Engineering as marketing is the strategic practice of building and shipping free, interactive micro tools designed to solve a specific, high-frequency problem for your target audience. Unlike a SaaS company building a tool to grow a software product, an agency uses these utilities as living credentials. The tool proves you understand the technical constraints of a client's workflow before they hire you. This creates a structural advantage in your sales pipeline. A marketing-qualified lead downloaded a white paper. A product-qualified lead actively uses your software. Data shows PQLs convert at 15 to 30%. Because the prospect has already experienced the value of your solution firsthand. Providing this living portfolio compresses the sales cycle. By the time you get on a discovery call, the client has already seen your technical ability in action inside the tool. This drives a high-velocity feedback loop. Ship a micro tool, observe users, qualify leads, and scale into custom engagements. The free tool solves the generic problem. That 20% gap in complexity is where your high-margin service revenue lives. Blog posts and paid ads have a limited shelf life. Functional software is a compounding asset that continues to generate verifiable credibility long after the initial build is complete. Avoid the trap of trying to build an all-encompassing software platform. You don't need a platform. You need a wedge. Identify a high-frequency, low-complexity task. Look for a daily workflow pain point that your ideal customer faces every morning. Build an opinionated tool that does one thing exceptionally well. Making a firm choice about how a task should be handled demonstrates your agency's operational philosophy. Keep the scope tightly contained. These micro-utilities must be built to ship in days or weeks, avoiding the drag of endless development cycles. Success comes from this narrow wedge strategy. You solve a small problem immediately to earn the right to handle their larger, complex integrations. Agencies that only sell labor are forced into price wars against offshore competition and AI. Shipping tools changes the model. It uses software to identify the complex technical gaps where your team can deliver high-margin, custom engineering. Stop asking buyers to believe a story in a PDF. Launch a micro-utility that solves a high-frequency problem and let the software prove your capability.